Good morning, grade 6. Today I want to make a revision for relative clauses and prepositional verbs. Please do not forget to write your name here with the student name. Okay. First, want to remember with you that relative clauses and prepositional verbs, when the verb in a relative clause has a dependent preposition, we usually place the preposition at the clause. Example, as we remember, we told you about this song. This is the song that we told you about. How we switch the sentences. And when the relative clause has a preposition of a place, we can use, when we talk about place, okay, we used where and that or which plus preposition. It's just like an example. This is a restaurant Paul went to at. So, this is the restaurant where Paul went. Where we used where. Why? Because we talking about restaurant and this is a place. This is a place. Okay. Relative pronouns. We use relative pronouns to add a new clause. We use relative pronouns to add a new clause. The relative clause to a sentence. Like, this is the CD which I bought. This is CD which I bought. The woman who wrote that song. When we say, like, we used here which because this is the CD is thing, and here the woman who. We used who because we're talking about women. It's just like person. Okay. And here, used for relative pronouns. Do you remember that? When we said that who, when we used it when we talk about people, and which we can use it when we talk about things. What about whose? When we talk about position, and when we used it when we talk about time, and where we use it when we talk about place. Do not forget and add to. That which, that mean which. We can use where and which. And what about why? We used it for explain the reason. Not. We also use that for which or who. That is never used for after commas. That, when we want to use that, when we want to use that, we cannot use it after commas. And now I want from you to answer these questions, please. These sentences. Fill in who, which, and where. This is the boy. What we can use here. Why and why? Had an accident. Number 2. Yesterday, I saw a car. We want to choose one of these choices. Was really old. This is the hotel I always when I go to Paris. The shopping center is a place you can buy a lot of things. Thank you, grade 6. I will waiting for your answers. Please, when you want to give me the answers, make sure that you send it a private message. Thank you for replying.